Hello friends, welcome to C programming video tutorial series. In the previous video tutorial, we started discussing data types in C programming language. We understood that data type indicates type of data. To store different types of data and process, C provides two different types of data types or two kinds of data types. They are primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Primitive data types are also called as basic data types. Non-primitive data types are also called as derived or complex or composite data types. There are 5 different primitive data types available in C language. They are int, float, double, char and void. Int indicates integer numbers or whole numbers, numbers without decimal point. Float and double indicate real numbers or fractional numbers, that is numbers with decimal point. Char indicate character type of data, a single symbol enclosed in single quotations. Void indicates nothing. Data type not only indicates the type of data, it also indicates the amount of memory to be allocated for specific type of data. Data type also indicates how much memory should be allocated for specific type of data. For integer type of data, 4 or 2 bytes of memory location will be allocated. For float type of data, 4 bytes of memory location will be allocated. For double type of data, 8 bytes of memory location will be allocated. For character type of data, 1 byte of memory location will be allocated. For void, 1 byte or 0 byte memory location will be allocated. It depends upon the system word size. If the system word size is a 2 bytes, then for integer type of data, system allocates 2 bytes of memory location. If the system word size is a 4 bytes of memory location, then the system allocates 4 bytes of memory location for integer type of data. To display size of any data type, we can take help of sizeOf special operator. There is a special operator called as sizeOf. It works like a function. We can take help of this to display how much memory is going to be allocated for a specific type of data. The sizeOf operator takes a data type, or you can give a data value. It returns an integer number that is going to be amount of memory to be allocated for specific type of data or a data value in bytes. SizeOf returns the amount of memory to be allocated for a given data or a data type in bytes. Let's have a demonstration and understand how we can use the sizeOf operator to display the size of specific data type or data value. I'm going to minimize MS Word. I double click on CodeBlocks shortcut to launch the CodeBlocks IDE. We know that CodeBlocks is an open source cross-platform integrated development environment for C and C++ applications. You can see that the CodeBlocks IDE got launched. I'm going to create one new project by going to File, say New, click on the project. I select here Projects, Console Application, say Go. Then I say Next. I select here C language, say Next. Then I give the project title as sizeOf Demo. I say Next, say Finish. You can see that sizeOf Demo project is open. I click on the plus sign. I double click on main.c to open it, see the C source code. I zoom the content so that we can see the content properly. I'm going to say delete this line. I don't want that line of code. We know that when I say build and run, the program execution begins at main. The printf function is going to display hello world exclamation mark. As there is a /n, the cursor will be moved to the next line. If I say build and run, you see that hello world exclamation mark got displayed, and we have a gap between the hello world exclamation mark and the output from the code block. I hit enter. Now I want to display the size of specific data type. So here to the printf I say display size of int is equal to. What happens now when I say build and run? This printf function is going to display size of int is equal to. If I say build and run, you see that size of int is equal to displayed. And there is no gap between our output and the code block's output. That I hit enter and add /n here. I say /n. If I say build and run, now you see the gap between size of int is equal to and the process returns 0 line. There is a gap, you can see that. I hit enter. Now I want to display 4 after the size of int is equal to here. I want to display here 4. That I'm going to do with the help of additional arguments. Here I say 4. We know that the printf function is going to display only the first essential argument, right? It's going to display size of int is equal to. It is not going to display additional arguments. If I say build and run, you don't see 4 here at the end. Only we are seeing size of int is equal to. How do I display the 4? We know that we need to take help of format specifiers. So I am going to take help of format specifier. Here I am going to use %i. %i is a format specifier for integer type of values, right? It is a placeholder for integer number. This time when I say build and run, the printf function displays size of int is equal to. As there is a format specifier %i, it goes to additional arguments list. It replaces this %i with the first argument in the additional arguments list, that is 4, right? If I say build and run, now you see size of int is equal to 4 displayed there. I also want to display bytes here. If I hit enter, I just give a space and say here bytes. If I say build and run, now you see size of int is 4 bytes. I hit enter. Actually, I am displaying 4. But I want to know exactly how much size is allocated for integer type. I take help of sizeOf operator. To the sizeOf operator, I give integer data type. Int data type I have given. As I told, the sizeOf is going to return the size of an integer type now in this place. That is going to be 4 bytes. If I say build and run, you see size of int is 4 bytes. This 4 is returned by size of int that I have written in the additional arguments list here. Let's see for other data types. I'm going to copy this line of code and hit enter and paste. Now we see size of float, and here I give float. We know that the size of float is 4 bytes. Let me go back to code blocks. If I say build and run, you see the second output displayed. Size of float is this %i is replaced by whatever the value the size of float is returning. The size of float is returning 4, so it is displaying here 4, and then we have bytes displayed there. I hit enter. I'm going to select this, copy and paste down, and we see the size of double now, size of double data type, and here I pass double, double. You can see size of double is 8 bytes. I go back to code block. If I say build and run, you see the third output displayed there. Size of double is 8 bytes. I hit enter. I'm going to paste again. Now we see size of character type of data. So size of char. And instead of bytes, I say here byte. If I say build and run, you see size of char is 1 byte. That is what I have told. Size of char is 1 byte. And size of void should be 1 byte. Let's see that. I'm going to paste. I select this, copy and paste down. And I say here void. And here I give void. If I say build and run, you see size of void is 1 byte. I'm just proving you that integer takes 4 bytes, float 4 bytes, double 8 bytes, char 1 byte, void 1 byte. As I told, to the sizeOf operator, you can not only pass the data type, you can also pass the value. Let's see that. I'm going to paste here down and I say size of 128. Here I give 128 and I say here bytes. We know that 128 is a whole number, an integer number. We know that integer take 4 bytes. So size of 128 returns here 4. And this printf function is going to display size of 128 is 4 bytes. If I say build and run, you see the output displayed size of 128 is 4 bytes. To store this 128, system allocates 4 bytes of memory location, friends. I hit enter. I'm going to copy this line of code and paste down. This time I give here 3.142 and to the size of I give 3.142. 3.142 is a real number, right? It's a fractional number. Actually 3.142 is treated as a double number. Size of 3.142 returns here 8. The printf function displays size of 3.142 is 8 bytes. If I say build and run, you see the output displayed size of 3.142 is 8 bytes. I hit enter. You can display the 4 bytes also. I discussed that later. How do we convert one type of value to another type? That is another topic called as data type conversion or typecasting. I discuss converting one type of value to another type later in the upcoming video tutorials. Okay. I also want to show you, I'm just going to copy this line of code and paste down, and I just want to show what will be the size for a character A. Here I give to the size of character A. It is going to display actually 4 bytes. If I say build and run, you see that size of A is 4 bytes. But I told you that the character takes 1 byte. Why it is displaying 4 bytes? Let me tell you that. I hit enter. We know that characters are having ASCII value. For every character there is a unique number in the ASCII chart. We have seen that. Actually, this character A is treated as 65 by the sizeOf operator, and 65 is an integer number. That's the reason we are getting here 4 bytes. If I convert that 65 to character, now if I say build and run, you see size of character A is 1 bytes. I hit enter. This is how we convert one type of value to another type. I discuss data type casting later. Okay. I hope you guys have clearly understood how to use the sizeOf operator to display the size of a specific data type or the size of a specific value. I suggest you people to watch this video again and again. Type this code yourself. Try some other things. For this video tutorial, I think this much is enough, friends. In the next video tutorial, we get more information on C programming. For more benefits and be up to date, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to like, comment and share these videos with others so that everyone will get benefited. Keep learning, keep coding, keep sharing. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.